Hello and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is your Fearless Friday message with Callie DeBlanda Brigham, calling from today only Pensacola Beach, Florida, because tomorrow I'm heading out on the top sales director trip, going in a couple days early. And as I was thinking about the message that I wanted to leave with you today, I was thinking about how I am getting ready to go on this trip. You guys, this is going to be my 16th top director trip. How crazy is that? Now, 2 of those years were pandemic years, so I didn't actually go on a trip, but regardless, 16 years of top sales director trips. And I will say that getting ready for the trips is not my favorite. I did get an attitude adjustment about it, though. I do not care for packing. It is my least favorite thing. I actually don't mind unpacking at all. But I did get an attitude check, like I said, that I do get to. But anyways, as I was thinking about the getting ready, I was reminded of a quote that Josh, my husband, shared with me the beginning of this week. And it was so powerful. And the quote was, "You're never going to feel ready, because ready isn't a feeling. Ready is a decision." So as I'm getting ready for this 16th trip, I was thinking about all of the times in my business that I did not feel ready. I did not feel ready to sign my consultant agreement. I did not feel ready to attend my first meeting. I did not feel ready to make my first booking attempts. I did not feel ready to hold my first party. I did not feel ready to have my first sharing appointment. I did not feel ready to have a first team member. I did not feel ready. I could go on and on and on and on. And it didn't just happen when I was new. I did not feel ready to become a sales director. I did not feel ready to go on my first top sales director trip. I did not feel ready to have my first hard conversation with somebody about the business. I did not feel ready to handle rejection. I did not, no time that I can really think of in my business did I feel ready. But that really didn't matter, did it? Because what we do is not contingent. It does not hinge on our feelings. So I wanted to just kind of share a few thoughts on that for you today, because maybe there's something that you really do feel like you want, that you really do feel like is worth going for, that you really do feel could make a change, that you really do feel is the next step, but you just don't feel quite ready yet. So here's just a few things. First of all, feelings are, and I know that we know this on a practical level, feelings are different from decisions. Feelings are temporary and fickle. Feelings can include things like tired, scared, overwhelmed as well, but they are temporary and they are fickle. Feelings are fleeting, if you've heard that say. You've also heard feelings can be false too, right? Decisions are anchored. Decisions are things like commitments and priorities and values. So we need to understand the difference between the two. And which one do we want as the fuel? Do we want our feelings to fuel us, or do we want our decisions to fuel us? And the next one that I've shared this for years and years and years and years, that motion creates emotion. It's so interesting. Once you start to do something, you oftentimes feel like continuing to do it. And science backs this, and here's why. Your body in motion, and this doesn't even have to mean that you're running, although that has definitely gotten me in the right frame of mind plenty of times, because your body in motion shifts your brain chemistry. Did you know that? They are linked together. Things like endorphins and dopamine when your body starts to move. You know, I remember when I did need to make those really, really, really scary booking calls, for example, sometimes I would just run around my little 800 square foot duplex a couple times. And then I would just be like, okay, here I go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. And even small starts, even sending that one message like I did. Or, if we're on a practical non-business level, even cleaning one drawer, that can change your mindset and energy. A body in motion tends to stay in motion, and a body at rest tends to stay at rest. So sometimes we just have to get into motion, knowing that the emotion will follow. The next, number 3, I believe that every big step, and I know this personally, but every big step is taken without feeling ready. And you think about everything from, you think about parenting, or like I was starting a business or launching something new. Nobody's ever fully ready, because people that wait until they feel ready end up waiting forever. The next thing, number 4, is that feelings follow faith. So maybe you're thinking, okay, I don't know, I can't quite make the decision, I can't quite get there. What about choosing faith? Because in leadership and in business and in life, faith and action first, and then the feelings are going to catch up. We can think of so many biblical figures or even entrepreneurs who had to step out before they felt like it. And if you ever need encouragement in this arena, it's been a long time since I've done a shout out for one of the greatest podcasts, I believe. It's not mine, but you can listen to mine, Perfect-ish, anytime you want. You can find it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and anywhere, and YouTube, and anywhere you find your podcast. But it's called How I Built This. The host, Guy Raz, interviews entrepreneurs, business leaders, founders. And there was preparation. And don't get me wrong, there's a difference between feeling ready and preparing. So let's just pause there too. I think preparation is important. I'm going to do my bookings. I probably should have an idea of a script. Probably should know what I'm booking for. Probably should have my list of people. So there's a difference between feeling ready and being prepared. But I love hearing these stories because I love watching and hearing the path to success that is just up and down and all around. And many times the things that go wrong, that seem like something's falling apart, they're falling together. But none of those business leaders would say, yep, I waited until I felt ready and then I did it. And then number 5, let's reframe the idea of readiness as growth. Because here's the truth. If you feel totally ready, you're probably not stretching for anything. Discomfort is proof that you're in the right zone for growth. So just as a little reminder today, as I get ready for my trip, and I think about all the times that I did not feel ready, because it was feelings versus decisions. It was motion creating emotion. It was knowing that every big step is taken without feeling ready. It's knowing that I can choose to have feelings following my faith, and that reframing readiness as growth. So I just want to ask you today, especially for starting a new month, what is something that you've been putting off because you don't feel ready? So my challenge to you is really, 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 really simple. Do one imperfect or prepared step today anyways. And Mary Kay Ash used to say that if you have butterflies in your stomach, just have them fly in formation. They're not going away, so I will tell you that. You're going to feel them anyways. Just take them with you. Or as Senior National Sales Director Emeritus Cindy Williams used to say, issues and problems, and she'd put her arm around each one. Come on, issues. Come on, problems. Let's go book a party. All right. Well, I hope that you are encouraged by this message and challenged by this message. You don't have to feel like it. Let's just do it. And then you're going to feel so glad that you did. All right, off I go. We'll have a substitute next week, and I will be with you in 2 weeks and tell you all about it. Have a blessed day.